Okay, guys, we can get started with the lesson. I think today we will do a slightly different class. We're not going to read the story, but we will learn something about which is called Freyer's model. This Freyer's model is used to understand new words, understand the vocabulary. Whenever we want to learn any new words and we want to understand about that word, we can use the Frayer model to strengthen our understanding of that word. So I will tell you how to use the Freyer's model for our vocabulary building. Can anyone read the objective for today? You can just raise your hand and read the objective for today. Sadia? You can unmute your mic.
Students will be able to, okay. Students will be able to understand and use their model for vocabulary building.
Yes, students will be able to understand and use the Freyer's model for vocabulary building. Can anyone tell me what is vocabulary? What is the meaning of the word vocabulary? You can raise your hand. What do you think is vocabulary? Aishwarya, do you know the answer?
No, sir.
Okay, then please lower your hand. Karthik?
Sir, I think meanings.
Vocabulary means meanings. Yes, very close. Vocabulary actually means, Srinivas, please raise your hand before you speak. So vocabulary means the words in a particular language. So for example, this is an English class. What are some of the words that we are using in English class? A lot of words. All of these words are called vocabulary. So vocabulary is nothing but words used in a language. So every language has a vocabulary. English also has a vocabulary which consists of all the words that are in English language. So we will try to, some of these words, we don't know what is the meaning of some of these words. So we will try to understand the meaning of these new words. So for the next time, we will also know the meaning of these new words. So that is vocabulary. And today we will learn a method to improve our vocabulary, to increase the number of words that we know in a particular language. Okay. So it's a very simple model. Can you guys see the table on my screen? You can just raise your hand so I will know that you can see the screen. Yes. So there is a simple table. Freyer's model is nothing but very simple model. Whenever you are trying to learn a new word, you will draw a table like this with four boxes. The first one, you can write definition. The second box, you can write characteristics or features. The third box, you can write examples. In the fourth box, you can write non-examples. So it's a very simple box with these sections divided. Whenever we are trying to learn a new word, we will try to fill up this box for the new word. Can anyone tell me what is one new word that we have learned in previous classes? What is one of the words that we have newly learned in some of the previous classes?
Bearded.
Srinivas, you didn't follow one of the class rule. What is that? Yes, please raise your hand before you speak, so there will be no disturbance. Yes, Srinivas, what is the new word?
Bearded.
Bearded. Okay, so now I will show you how to fill this box for the word bearded. Then we will all do one more example. You guys can also do later. So the word is bearded. I'm just writing the word. What is the definition of the word? What is the definition of the word bearded? So you don't need to remember all of these things. You can Google search and then find the definition. You don't need to write this definition by yourself because you are newly learning this word. You can Google search for the definition of the word bearded and then fill in this box. So let's see, I'm going to Google search. So bearded means having a growth of hair on one's cheeks and chin. Okay, that is the meaning of the word beard. So I will just put the definition of the word here. So this is the definition of the word bearded. What is the definition of the word bearded? Having a growth of hair on one's cheeks and chin. Soundarya, you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, definition means uh,
Yes, very good question.
definitions means
Yes, Hazira, you want to help Soundarya with the answer?
Yeah. So definition means something the word meaning we are writing in a box.
Yes,
So
definition means
meaning.
meaning.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the meaning of
I
the
will
word.
tell one.
Yes, Hazira.
Hippie. Hippie.
Okay, we can do for that word later, but we will finish this box and then I will ask you to fill out for the word hippie, then we can try, okay? So let me fill up this box. Once everyone understands what is the process, then we will move on to the next example. So in the first box, what am I doing? I'm just filling up the definition of the word bearded. Did everyone understand what is the definition of the word bearded? It's the hair that is present on one's cheeks and chin. Did everyone understand the meaning? If you have any question, raise your hand.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay, sounds good. If you did not understand, please raise your hand and ask a question. Okay, I'm guessing everyone understood. Okay, so the next, what will be the next one? The next one, I have to write some characteristics of the word. Characteristics means features. Features means details. How is the beard looking? So all the details about that word, about the new word. So we are using the word beard. Can anyone tell me some of the details about the beard? You can raise your hand and tell me, what do you know, or what are some of the details about the word beard? Azira?
Yeah. So in a face, there are cheeks and what is you said something
Chin,
thin
yeah, cheeks
or
and
some.
chin.
Yeah, chin. Yeah. There are lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's called beard face.
So you are saying the definition, but I'm asking some of the details about the beard. Do you know what details mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell me some of the details about the beard? For example, you can say a beard is present on the face, something like that. So details about the beard.
Okay. So the beard is you said one, so I will say one. Next one.
Yes.
For men has a lot of beard face.
Yes, men has beard. Very good. Okay. Can anyone else tell me one more detail about the beard? Think about what color the beard is. Gokul?
sir, some people think that beard is a fashion.
Okay, very good. Beard is looked as a fashion. Okay. Srinivas?
Bearded color is black or brown.
Okay, black or brown in color. So I think these are enough details. We have like 4 or 5 details, so those are enough. We can move on to the next box, which is examples. Can you tell me an example of a beard? What constitute as an example of a beard? Maybe we can just put in some images. Let's see. Are all of these examples of a beard? Do you guys agree, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let's take one particular image. Can you guys see the image on my screen? I'm guessing you can.
Yes, sir.
So tell
Yes.
me, where is the beard on his face? What do you think is an example of a beard on this person's face? Can you guys point to me? Where do you think is the beard on this person's face? Saundarya?
Sir, can I tell in Kannada?
Okay, tell in Kannada. Somebody will help you translate it in English. Okay, maybe I will tell. So this is the beard. Can you guys see? Can you guys see the blue line? That is the beard. So this is an example of a beard. Okay, that is the example of a beard. In the fourth box, we have to fill a non-example. Okay, can you guys tell me a non-example of a beard in this person's face? A non-example. In the previous box, we have filled the example. Now we have to fill the non-example.
Or air.
Saundarya?
Sir, or air.
Hair, yes, very good. Do we call this beard? No. So this is a non-example. Very good. I see one more. I see one more. Kalyan,
Nose.
do you have any other example, non-example of a beard?
Nose.
Nose, yes. This is a non-example because there is not even any hair here. So that is a non-example, okay? Hazira?
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows, yes, very good example. This is a non-example of a beard. We do not call this as a beard. Very good. Who else? Karthik? Okay, this is called mustache. The hair on his upper lip is called mustache. Okay, it's not a beard. So that is again a non-example of a beard. So I think these are enough examples. Let's erase all of this. Okay. So that is how you fill the boxes. So in the first box, you have to fill the definition of the word. In the second box, you have to fill the details, some of the characteristics or features. In the third box, you can fill examples. In the fourth box, you can fill non-examples. So once you do all of this process, it will be very easy for you to understand what is a beard. Can you guys tell me that you understand what is the beard before doing this activity or after doing this activity? Which one is better? Hazira?
Sir, before doing this activity, I know some of that information, but after doing these activities, I know clearly what is the beard means.
Yes, yes, very good. So that's why we use the Freyer's model. It will, once we do the Freyer's model activity, it will help us understand the meaning of the word. It will help us, it will increase our understanding of the word beard. Okay, so now you have seen how to do the Freyer's model. It is very simple. It is just like filling 4 boxes. Can anyone volunteer to fill up the Freyer's model for any other word? I will also help you if you are stuck on some point. So can anyone volunteer to do the Freyer's model for any other word? You can raise your hand. Do you guys want me to do it for one more word? Okay, Hazira. You can do the Freyer's model for any word that you want. What word do you want to pick?
Mused.
Say again.
Hello.
Yeah,
Mused.
say again. Used.
No, sir. Mused. MUSED.
Mused. Okay, very good.
Thinking.
Yes, yes. Got
Thinking.
it, got it. We can use the noun form. We can use musing. Okay, musing means thinking. Okay, it's the same word, but it is the ing form. Okay, yes. So this is the new word that we will try to use the Freyer's model. Now, can you tell me how will you fill the Freyer's box? If you don't know something, I will also help you. Everyone else, please observe how Hazira is thinking and filling this 4 boxes. Because you can also do it next. After this, I will also give chance to someone else, so you can also do it. So Hazira, tell us, how do you want to do the Freyer's model?
Yeah. So in first box, we can write thinking. Thinking in our mind.
Okay. Thinking in our mind. So that is the definition. That is the meaning of this new word, musing. I just want to confirm. Okay, I think that is correct, but I just want to verify that this is indeed the correct meaning. So it is also saying thought. Thought means again thinking. So I think it's the correct meaning.
Thinking.
Yes. What do you want to do next?
Next, characters.
Yes, we will go on to the characteristics. Okay.
Yeah. So only human being can think.
Only human beings can think.
Yes, sir.
Do you think animals cannot think?
Animals think, but probably it will not think a lot.
Okay, so we are not talking about who will think a lot. We're just talking about thinking. So even if the animals think less, but they are still thinking, right? So try to find some other characteristics.
So wait 1 minute.
Yeah. Anyone else can also raise a hand and help. We have to find the details about thinking. Ria?
Lost in thought.
Lost in thought. Okay. So somebody is thinking and they don't even know where they are, what they are doing. Okay, that's a good feature because they are thinking very deeply. Okay, sounds good. Any other, Gokul?
Sir, the hunters is thinking to hunt the tiger, sir. Tiger, not deer.
Okay, hunters think a lot before killing the deer. Okay, so they do a lot of thinking. Hunters do a lot of thinking. Okay. Yes, Hazira.
Yeah. So students will think a lot of questions in our mind.
Yes, that is very good. Students will think, but where do they think? In the mind. So that is one of the details.
In the mind.
Okay? Students will think, that is an example, but in the mind is the details about the word musing. So that's very good. So it happens in the mind. We can write happens in the mind.
Sir.
Yes. I think that's enough details. We can go on to the examples. So what do you think are some of the examples of the word musing?
When we are writing exam, we have to think a lot of answers in our mind.
Okay. Students think a lot while writing answers. Okay, that's one example. We can also use some images. We can also use some images to see the examples of thinking and not examples of thinking. What do you think this person is doing? What do you think this statue is doing? You can see the image on my screen.
Thinking.
He is thinking. So can we use this as an example of a thinking? Zubeda, you have
Yeah.
an answer? Yes. So what this statue is doing, it is thinking because it is thinking about something. Okay, he is thinking deeply. Maybe he is lost in some thought. So this is an example of a thinking. If we cannot describe in words, you can also use some images to use it as an example. So we can use this image as an example of the word musing. Now, can you tell me what are some of the non-examples?
Yeah. So plants are non-examples.
Yes, very good. Plants cannot think. Okay, very good. Aishwarya?
Sir, same answer, sir.
Okay, same answer. Plants cannot think. Karthik?
Oh.
Sir, animals also cannot think, sir.
Aishwarya, please mute your mic. Yes, thank you. Some of the animals also cannot think. Okay, that's a non-example. Yes, thank you, Karthik. Let's see, Srinivas.
So objects cannot think.
Yes, very good. Objects cannot think. Okay. One more example. Let's see, Sadia.
Sir, not sir.
Sadia, can you repeat your answer? I did not hear that.
Things cannot think.
Which thing? Things cannot think. Okay, some of the things. Non-living things. Okay, got it. Non-living things are not an example of the word musing because they cannot think. Okay, very good. So I think this is it, guys. So we have filled all the 4 boxes. So we are done with Freyer's model for the word musing. So now I think if anybody comes and asks you what is the meaning of the word musing, you will be in a position to explain it to them. You can tell them the definition of the word. You can tell them what are some of the characteristics. You can also tell them some examples and non-examples. So our understanding of the word musing has increased a lot just by doing the Frayer activity, Frayer model. So that is the main use of Freyer's model. So far, does anyone have any questions regarding the Freyer's model? How to use it, why we use it? Anyone has any questions? If you have any
Sir,
questions.
I'm not understanding the question.
Okay, Gokul, my question is, do you have any questions regarding the Freyer's model? Did you understand what is Freyer's model and why do we use it? Or do you have any doubts or questions regarding the Freyer's model? Soundarya?
So why we want to use the definitions Freyer's model?
Why we want to use the definition in the Freyer's model? Yes, very good question.
Yeah.
To understand the meaning of the word. If we don't know the meaning of the word, can we tell the examples of the word? For example, let's say if I don't know what musing means, can I come up with examples of the word musing? I cannot, right? So that's why it is very important to know the definition of the word first. Only if I know the definition, then I can think of characteristics, examples, and non-examples. Very good question. Gokul?
Sir,
Yes,
why,
Gokul.
sir, there are non-example and example? It's okay to get one. No, why did you put 2 examples of no 2 non-example and example, sir?
Yes, very good question. So we can use the previous example. For example, we were talking about the word beard. Yes, we know what is the beard means. We know what are the characteristics and we know what are the examples. But somebody might think that hair is also beard because it is also on the face of a person, right? Hair is also present on the face of a person. So some people might think that hair also counts as a beard, but that is wrong. So to help them, we can also say non-examples. If you don't know, if you know what is not a beard, that will help you understand the meaning of the beard even better. So it is, that's why we are using both examples and non-examples, because if I just say beard means the hair that is on the face of a man, we don't know whether eyebrows are beard, whether hair is a beard, whether mustache is a beard, we don't know. But if I can specifically say mustache is not a beard, eyebrows are not a beard, it will help you understand exactly what is a beard. So that's why we will also use non-examples. Very good question. Any other questions before we move on?
No questions, sir.
Okay. Okay, can someone else do the Freyer's model for any other word? Someone who hasn't spoken so far. Let's see.
Sir, I.
Okay, Aishwarya, yes.
Sir, house.
House. Okay, house is a very simple example, right? We will try to pick something that is a little bit hard. So we will know how the Freyer's model will help us understand. So can you think of any other word which is a little bit hard?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Stone, sir.
Stone.
Yeah.
S-T-O-N-E.
Yeah, sir.
Again, it is a simple example, right? So I will give you some time. Think about one of the word that you don't know the meaning of, then we will use the Freyer's model for that. So Srinivas.
Hippie.
Okay, very good. Hippie, because that is the word that we have learned in the last lesson. Maybe some of the students already forgot about that. So we will try to use the Freyer's model to know about the word hippie. Okay, Srinivas, tell us how will you fill the Freyer's model for this word?
Okay, sir.
What is the first step?
So first have to fill definition.
Okay, we have to fill the definition. What do you think is the definition of the word
So
hippie?
hippie means hippie is a person who doesn't have a particular place.
A person who doesn't have a particular place. Okay, that's a definition, but we can just make sure by doing a quick Google search. Okay, a person okay, so we can go with this definition of the word. What is the next step, Srinivas?
Next we have to fill characteristics.
We have to fill the characteristics, means the details or features. Okay, can you tell me one of the feature of the hippie, of a hippie person?
He doesn't have any place. He will go to other places.
He is always traveling. He's always moving from one place to other place. Okay, that can be one of the characteristics. Gokul, do you have any other characteristic?
Sir, we can tell animal also.
So hippies, we call hippies only to human beings. So we cannot tell animals as hippies. So we can write animals as a non-example. When we come to non-example, we can write animals as non-example. But in general, we consider hippies only as human beings. So it applies to human beings. So we can write it is a human. Okay, it is a person or human. Okay, that can be one of the characteristic. Aishwarya.
ಏನದು
Hazira?
Yeah. Going all around.
Yeah. So that is the first characteristic, right? He's always traveling. That means he's always going from
Traveling,
one place
yeah.
to other place. Okay. Aishwarya, do you have an answer?
yes sir
Yes. Tell us.
vocation sir
Vacation. Okay. Yes. Vacation means a trip to some other place. So that can also be a hippie person. If somebody is always going on a vacation, then he is called a hippie person. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. What is the next step? We will go to the examples. So can anyone tell me what are some of the examples of a hippie person? Gokul?
Survival, sir.
Survival, okay. Yes, this is a very hard example. I think survival means just because they have to live somewhere, they are moving from one place to another. So survival can come under the example of hippie. Okay, Srinivas?
So why we can't say animals also hippie? Because they also traveled, right?
They also travel, but do they have a particular place? Humans can have one particular place as home. But do you think
Yeah, but
animals will
doesn't
stay
have
in one particular place? Yeah, they will go anywhere, right? They don't have any particular home that they stay in. So that's why we don't consider animals as hippies. So I was asking about what are some of the examples of the word hippie. I see Sadia raising hand. Sadia, do you want to answer? Yes.
Example tourist sir.
Tourist. Okay. For example, a person who is always going on a tourist, we can call them hippie. Okay. If a person is not staying at one place and is always going on tours, always going from one place to other place, we can call them hippie. Okay. Yes, we can move on to the non-examples. Gokul, do you have a non-example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gokul, tell me, what do you think is a non-example of the word hippie?
Sir, animal.
Okay, animals. Okay, that's a non-example. Does anyone have a different answer? Anyone else has any different answer? Ria?
So live in
Object.
one place.
Say it again, Ria. Sorry, I did not hear you.
Live in one place.
Yes, a person who is living in one place. You can write who is always living in one place. Okay, that's a non-example. Very good. Srinivas?
So objects.
Objects. Yeah, objects are not hippies. Why do you think objects are not hippies, Srinivas? Okay, why do you think objects are not hippies? Yes, Srinivas.
Because they cannot move.
Yes, objects cannot move from one place to the other. Also, we call hippies only human beings. So that's another reason why we don't call objects as hippies. Whenever we say a word hippie, we are basically referring to a human being, basically referring to a person. So object is not a person. That is again one of the reason why we don't consider objects as hippies. Okay, guys, so that is how you do the Freyer's model. We have seen 3 examples. Do you guys want to do one more example, or did everyone understand about the Freyer's model?
I understand sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Aishwarya.
I
Sandhya,
also
you have a
understand,
question?
sir.
Yes, Hazira.
I also understand.
I also understand, sir.
Okay, sounds good.
I understand.
Yes, sounds good. So everyone knows how to use the Freyer's model. Okay. So far we have used Freyer's model to learn about a new word. New word. We can also use the Freyer's model to learn about concepts. To learn about some new concepts that we don't know, we can also use the Freyer's model for that. So Freyer's model is not only used for learning words, it can also be used to learn anything. For example, let's say um, addition. We want to learn about addition. We can also use the Freyer's model. How can we use a Freyer's model for addition? We can write in the definition, if we add two things, that is called addition. What are the characteristics? We can write addition will increase or decrease the value of the equation. That can be one of the feature. Addition is written with a plus sign. That is one of the characteristics. Examples, we can say 2 plus 3, 4 plus 5. Those are examples. Can anyone tell me non-example for an addition? I'm looking for non-example of addition. Ria,
Sir, I can.
please raise your hands, guys. I will call your name. Ria, you can tell me a non-example of addition.
Subtraction.
Yes, very good. Subtraction. Whatever is not addition, that is a non-example. So subtraction is a non-example for addition. Hazira, you have a different answer?
No, sir, same as Ria.
Okay, Gokul?
Sir, multiplication.
Yes, multiplication, division, all of these are non-examples. Yes. So that is how you can use a Freyer's model even to learn something new, which is not a word. You can also use Freyer's model to learn concepts, to learn new concepts. It is not only used for learning new words, we can use it to learn any new things. Okay. So that is how we are going to use the Freyer's model. Can anyone tell me where and when can we use the Freyer's model in our daily life? When can we use the Freyer's model? Today we have learned about the Freyer's model, but can you tell me where can we use the Freyer's model in our daily life? Soundarya?
So we can use, we will learn news at first PUC, that book we will take now, sir. That also we don't know meanings, we will learn.
Yes, very good. In your textbooks, whenever you see a new word that you don't know the meaning of, you can use the Freyer's model. Very good example. Gokul, you have a different answer?
Sir, when some people ask and we are telling the meaning, but they are not understanding. No, that time we can do this and show to them. Then they understand neatly, sir.
Yes, very good. Whenever you see someone else not understanding about the meaning of a word, you can show them how to use the Freyer's model. Then they will also understand the meaning of the word much better. Yes, very good example. Hazira?
Yeah. So when I was talking, my friends or my teachers, they are telling me, they are talking me in some way that I did not understand, and some word I did not understand. So I can use the definition, characters, and I know about the word.
Yes, very good. So if somebody is explaining you about something new and you are not understanding what they are saying, you can ask them the questions. What is the definition of this? What are some of the examples? What are some of the characteristics? What are some of the non-examples? If you ask these questions to them, they will also explain you all these questions so you understand much better. Yes. Ria, you have a different answer?
Excuse me, so what was the question?
Where can we use the Freyer's model in our daily life?
So if we are reading a text and we find a word that we don't know, we can use the phrase model.
Yes, whenever we encounter a new word that we don't know the meaning of, we can use the Freyer's model to understand the word much better. Okay, nice. Okay, guys, I think that is it for today's class. We can do some of the, we can do a little bit of train journey lesson, or we can do some questions on Freyer's model. What do you want to do? Did everyone understand everything about the Freyer's model? So we can move on to the lesson, or if you have any questions, we can spend more time on the Freyer's model.
Okay, sir.
Zubeda, did you understand what is the Freyer model?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Ria, do you
Sir,
have a
I
question?
think
No.
Okay, please lower your hand because I'm thinking that you have a question. Hazira, yes?
so. I am thinking we can move to lesson. Everyone are understand.
Okay, sounds good. We can move to the lesson. We can read some of the lesson. Whenever we come across a new word that we don't know the meaning of, then again we can use the Freyer's model. Okay, we will do that. Okay. So can anyone tell me where did we stop the previous lesson? What is happening in the story when we stop the previous lesson? In the last class, what did we discuss? Gokul?
Sir, in the last lesson, there was Suraj was going near sugar camp village, sir, and he showed to hand other kids in the ground.
Yes. So that is this paragraph. This is the paragraph that we have studied in the
Yes, sir.
lesson. So we have finished. Where did we finish? The train came out of the jungle and passed fields of the sugarcane and villages of mud huts. So the train is going in the fields of sugarcane and also villages of mud huts. There are a lot of huts in the village and they are made of mud. Children shouted and waved to the train, though there was no one in it except Suraj, God, and the engine driver. So there are only 3 people in the train, but children from the villages, they are still waving to the train. Suraj waved back. Suraj is waving back at the children. Usually he was in a field waving. Today he was actually on the train. So what happens generally, Suraj is the person who is outside the train and waving to the train. But this time what is happening, Suraj is actually in the train and somebody else, some other children are waving to the train. So that is the difference. That is the difference. Suraj is the person who is actually outside the train and waving, but this time he's in the train and he's waving back at the children. Okay, we can start from this paragraph. Who wants to read this paragraph? Aishwarya? You can unmute your mic. Yes.
Yeah, sir. He was beginning to enjoy the train. The train would take him to the sea. There would be ships with funnels. What is this, sir?
That is funnels.
Funnels. And ship with sleighs, and there might when be one to take them across oxygen to some desert island.
Across the ocean to some desert island. Okay, so that is the
Yeah.
paragraph.
Okay, sir.
Yes, that is the
Okay,
paragraph. Now we will try to read each sentence and then try to understand the meaning. Can you help us try to understand the meaning of this question? Sadia, we can read sentence by sentence and then I'll try to understand the meaning. Okay, Hazira.
Yes, sir. So Suraj is enjoying the train journey. The first
that is,
sentence says,
yes.
yeah, tell me.
So the first sentence is saying Suraj is starting to enjoy the train ride. Okay, very good.
He was thinking that the train will take him to the sea. The second sentence
Yes,
say,
the train would take him to the sea. Suraj is thinking that the train will take him to the sea. Okay. Why? Can anyone tell me why is Suraj thinking that the train will take him to the sea?
Because bearded man said there will be sheep, so you have to learn verbs.
Yes. Srinivas, please raise your hand from next time. So the bearded man said, there will be, you are going to the sea and then there will be ships. In that ship, you can go to China. That is what the bearded man said to Suraj. So Suraj is thinking that the train will go to the sea. Okay, third sentence.
so he was thinking there in the ocean there are a lot of ships standing
Yes,
and
there would be
say,
ships.
yeah,
What is funnel?
yeah, I don't know the meaning funnel.
Okay, if you don't
I
know the
want to
meaning, what
ask
can we
that.
do? What can we do if we
I
don't know the meaning?
Fairer model.
Freyer's model. Yes, we can use the Freyer's model. So that will be the homework for you. Funnels is one
Okay.
of the word that a lot of us don't know the meaning of. So we can use the Freyer's model to understand what is the meaning of funnel. But I will quickly show you what is the meaning of the funnel. Funnel is a tube or a pipe at the top of a used for guiding liquid. Maybe if I can show you an image, you will understand it better. Yes, these are called funnels. Maybe the ships have some funnels. Okay, let's see. Yes, maybe these are called funnels. Do you see? These yellow things are called funnels on a ship. Okay. So that is how you understand the meaning of a word. But I want everyone to do the Freyer's model to understand the meaning of the word funnel. Then we can check in the next class. Yes, Srinivas, you have a question?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so there would be ships. There would be a lot of ships with funnels and ships with
And
sails. Yes. Do you guys know what is the meaning of a sail? What do you think is the meaning of the word sail?
sir, I can.
Yes, Hasira.
I think sales means we are buying something.
That is sales. That spelling of the word is different. This spelling is
Okay.
different. This is
Sir, can I
S-A-I-L-S. Yes,
can I
Aishwarya.
tell, sir?
Yes.
The snake.
Snake. Do you think snake sales
Yeah.
means snake? Okay, that is also one of the meaning, but I will show you. Here we are talking about ships, right? So in the context of a ship, sails means something else. I will show you what is a sail. So this is called a sail ship. So this is a sail ship, and these red color objects are called sails. Do you understand now? Do you guys see the
Yes, sir.
ship on the screen? Yes. This is called a sail ship, and the red color objects on the screen are called sails because they will sail as per the wind and will help the ship to move from one place to the other. So that's why these are called sail ships. Okay, so Suraj is thinking there will be a lot of ships with funnels and with sails. And there might even be one to take him across the ocean to some desert island. So Suraj is thinking maybe there will be a ship. If I can go on that ship, it will take me to the desert island. Can you guys tell me what is the meaning of island? What do you think is the meaning of the word island? Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. Sir, it can be desert.
No, I'm asking about the meaning of the word island. What do you think is an
Meaning
island?
of
Yes. Soundarya?
Sir, island means that mountain will be very big. No, that is island.
So you are thinking island means a mountain?
Yeah.
Okay, that is not the perfect answer. Anyone else has a different answer? Gokul?
Yes, sir.
Sir, four sides are covered with the water, and in the middle of it, it is a mud of land.
Yes, in the middle there is a land and all the other sides are covered with water. We call such a place an island. So what are the three words from this paragraph that we can use the Freyer's model? One is the funnel, the other one is sail, and the third one is island. Some of us know the meanings, some of us don't know the meaning. So if we can use the Freyer's model to understand the meaning of these three words, we can increase our understanding of these three words. So that will be the homework for you. I will also give some more homework. So you can practice the Freyer's model on that.